Last week, Slightly Mad Studios CEO came out and said, hey, we are working on a new gaming console. It's called the madbox. And I've seen kind of drawings or concept art of it around, and I was thinking about it and I was like, should I talk about this or should I just kind of let this news go on by? But then I got to thinking about this, and this is yet another console that is brought out and be like, oh, this is releasing in a few years. You'll see it in the next generation. And oftentimes it's said, oh, well, it'll compete with the Xbox One and the PS4, or whatever its equivalent is in the next generation. Well, there's never that very big push to like release anything that's that good. When I say this, I think of the Coleco Chameleon and the Atari box. When I think of stuff like this, I put this in the same category because those are things that were heavily bragged about, said, we're gonna advertise, talk about this, but then it never ends up to happen or come to fruition, which is a big shame. Now, I think it would be cool to see kind of another competitor in the system selling market, but I don't like the fact that it's compared to the Xbox or the PS4. I like companies that say, we're making a console and we'll let you know what it is when we're ready to tell you and divulge all the secrets and all that. And hopefully this will be something different, because we do not need another Xbox One or another PS4. We have both of those, and honestly, the Xbox One didn't really do all that well this generation. It had a few exclusives, but the PS4 is where it is at. The PS4, unless you're a specific fan of a few of these games that are exclusive on Xbox, you can get everything on PS4 and then much more exclusives. Now, I didn't really talk about Nintendo Switch very much because the Nintendo Switch is kind of its own thing. It's not on the same cycle of console generations, and it's not really on the same cycle of games, honestly. Nintendo does their own thing, and they always have kind of a gimmick or something unique about their systems that I always find refreshing and really awesome, because it's not the same thing. They tend to think out of the box, and hopefully the madbox will be mad out of the box. I know that was corny, but I would like to see the madbox be something more than just another console, because honestly, we have enough of them. We have both the Xbox One and the PS4 currently in this generation, and honestly, I think the madbox would just kind of be competing to people who want weird things. Like, I think of the Ouya, which was just kind of an Android box that you could play games on, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't really like a dedicated console. They weren't releasing a ton of games for that system alone. So that's what I think is a little different here, is I would like to see something unique. We already have the Xbox and the PS4 consoles, or whatever they will be, but bring something new to the idea of consoles. Bring something fresh, something that people can only get on your console. And I think Nintendo has done just that with the Nintendo Switch, but there's always room for improvement. There's things that people don't like about the Switch, or things that are wrong with the Switch, whether it's battery life, the kickstand, whatever you want to complain about. You can complain about anything for anything. So I know there's ways to improve things, but let's think about outside of the box here, Slightly Mad Studios, and produce something really cool. So that was kind of a weird short little video about this new console. I want you guys who are watching, comment down below and tell me, have you heard about this, and what would you love to see this console do that other consoles do not? So with that being said, if you like this, if you are interested in communicating with me other than on YouTube, there is a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Big Cartel, Patreon. All that stuff is down below. Check that out if you're interested at all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification because it lets you know when I post videos. With that being said, make sure You have a good day.